Welcome to a very special event today at the TGR MENA Esports 22. We have the Toyota race. The Toyota race isn't your regular or your standard racing activity between drivers. It's actually between the Toyota distributors in the Middle East region. Nahid, this promises to be something a little bit different, doesn't it?
Yeah, as we saw yesterday, any race can be interesting. Even the media race was interesting. King of the Hill, and anyone, and you know, there's a lot of competition going on between the distributors, and now everyone wants to prove himself. That
of course, they don't want to
come back to the office like I'm the champion. Yeah,
they don't want to prove themselves in terms of sales, but actually in terms of the skill, the driving skill of their staff. We've got racers representing different countries in this region. We've got racers from Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Qatar, Jordan, and of course, we've got somebody representing the Toyota Middle East office here, racing from Japan. So who do you think might have the upper hand here?
We will see. We can never expect what are the skills of the distributors and the racers now. They are not anymore distributors. They are pure racers now. Anyone and everyone want to prove himself. If you look at the simulator, everyone is taking it very seriously, very smooth. There's no big correction, so it seems everyone is very aware of what he's doing at the moment, and it's just a matter of like a few seconds, and we can have an idea, a better idea. It's going around the Fuji Raceway.
Of course, we're racing on the Fuji Raceway. It's a Toyota race, so definitely we go to Fuji, a very famous Japanese circuit, owned actually by Toyota Motor Corporation, and one that has been, well, the scene of many legendary races. This was the circuit that hosted that famous race in 1976. Niki Lauda, James Hunt, that was the finale, and now that circuit is owned by Toyota, and of course, everybody is racing the new Toyota GR86, so that makes it a little bit, I don't know if it's actually a benefit for the drivers, because
I think everyone knows it very well, and I think they are used to drive on this circuit, but we will see in a matter of time. If you can see the live timing or the broadcast at the moment, how's the competition is going. I think now we are in a qualifying session, maybe. Yeah, I think it's a qualifying session, and after that we will see a race around the track. So
I've gone through the track yesterday, and to be honest, the 86, quite a handful. It's quite a handful. I mean, the car is very well balanced, engine, rear wheel drive, so you can definitely feel the balance of it, but driving it with the road cars, the sports tires, it's definitely something a bit different.
Exactly, you have more grip.
You feel the understeer, you feel the oversteer. You don't want to push the car over its limits, hit the right balance, go on the limit exactly, and you can definitely feel it sliding a little bit. I'm guessing everybody's...
So you have to nurse the car at the... to get a good lap.
Absolutely. You have to know exactly when the right time is to hit the throttle, the full throttle,
and
get
even
it
the
going
brake,
straight, and you will get the perfect exit from a corner. They'll definitely be enjoying their time, although I'm pretty sure the competition between them is going to be pretty fierce this time.
That is the key of setting a fastest time around any circuit. What if we speak about, so it's like getting a good exit from the corner, braking at the right moment,
but
turning,
here we're
going
talking
to
about
the apex.
a road car.
Yeah.
It's a road car, so you don't want to hit the brakes too late. You want to ease off the throttle a little bit, see how it happens. Well,
so now we have the qualifying. It's around 7 minutes. We had a practice session, and now we have a qualifying session. It's going to be around 7 minutes. We had a 10-minute practice session. Everyone is on the soft tires, as we can see on the screens of the gamers, Mirza. So yeah, we have it in front of us.
All the cars with the TGR MENA Cup livery, they look fantastic, to be honest. The car in the flesh looks absolutely stunning, to be honest. And now everybody's going to be scrambling to try and get the best position to score their laps. One of the things that we've noticed yesterday
Yeah.
is when there are too many cars on the track, it becomes a bit of a traffic jam. So maybe for
Oh,
these
there's-
qualifying
Look,
runs, you need to just kind
it
of
seems
back
that-
off a little bit, give
Yeah.
yourself some space to try and hit that clean lap. Although, to be honest, you only have 6 minutes, so it's not going to be easy. You only have 2, maybe if you're lucky, 3 laps. You need to do that safe lap and then go and hit it to try and get your best time.
Exactly.
Right now I can see this is Nadim Haddad
Yeah.
representing Jordan, who's the first car on the track now. We're riding alongside with him.
Nadim was a winner yesterday.
Oh yes,
too.
Nadim is probably, I would say, the driving force behind all the rise that we've seen of digital racing here in Jordan and the Middle East. As a representative, as the managing director of Al Markaziyya Toyota in Jordan, he's been pushing hard to get behind, to get as much coverage, as many participants, to try and give the whole esports kind of more popularity in Jordan and in the region. So
Exactly.
he's been racing a lot, so I think he's definitely going
Yeah.
to be one of the contenders.
Yeah, he's been telling me that he spent a lot of time in the.
Excellent.
Yeah, you know, he wants to go back home like a champion of races. So it's his chance, to prove
So I think we're
his
going to
skills.
start seeing the times here.
Exactly.
Yesterday, 2 minutes is the golden mark. If somebody can get the
around
2-minute mark, he's definitely going to be one of the drivers fighting for the record.
And the second place on track at the moment is. Okay, we have many people. They are fighting for the position, which is not ideal.
no.
You've
At this
experienced
point-
that yesterday, Mirza.
At this point, you want to just kind of
Yeah.
step back a little bit, give yourself some time, some distance to try and get the cleanest lap possible.
Yeah, and we
I
can
can
see
see
Mr.
Nadim
Takayama-san
currently has the
on
fastest
the
time.
screen. I don't think there's any timing at the moment. I think he's the first on track because he had an out lap and now he's in his flying lap at the moment. So it's just a matter of seconds, and we can see. So they are around the middle of their fast flying lap, and
Let's wait and see. Here we have this is Munib Koja representing Saudi Arabia. He's currently number 10 on the track, but still no flying lap time recorded.
Yeah, he's,
Ooh,
there's a
that's a very, very nice.
nice drift. Yeah, he's been drifting a lot, even in his out lap. It's Firas.
Diesel 13 now, I
It's-
can see here.
it's
That's
Mr.
Firas
Firas
Mufti representing
Mufti.
Qatar.
Yeah. He's warming his tires, but a little bit too much. So
Let's wait and see what they get. We're about
think
to
they
start
have-
getting the lap
yeah.
times from the first flying laps.
I think they have a chance for 2 or maybe 3 flying laps. And we have the first Nadim just crossing the finish line at the moment. It's 2 minutes 02 and 0.014. So that's an average lap we've seen already from Nadim. And in second place we have
This is Mamdouh also from
yeah,
Jordan.
yeah, also
2 minutes 4 seconds.
Oh, that's a big lead for at the moment for Nadim, with almost 2 minutes remaining from this flying lap, from this qualifying session. So I
Third
think,
place is Basil Spitani from Kuwait.
and in fourth place we have Basil Spit. Yeah, exactly. He's in fourth place at the moment, and in third place we have a new driver, which is. Let us
Tariq
check.
Bilal just posted his lap, but he's falling down the order. I can
Yeah.
see number 4 now. I think this is Hayman al-Banani from
Yeah.
Iraq in number 4.
Exactly. So, with 1 minute and a half remaining, All right. So we have in ninth place Firas Mufti. He just jumped into ninth place. He's got a better time. So the competition seemed a little bit between like three drivers, Nadim, and in third place at the moment we have on the third place drivers. Let's explain reason why we have the Japanese flag and the US flag at the front of us. It's because there's no option to choose the local flag in the PlayStation itself.
Yeah, definitely. Right? On the PlayStation Store, when you create your account, there are certain countries that have these accounts. So, like people from Jordan, from Iraq, cannot have our own national flag. So you start your own account at a different market. So that's why you see the flags from Japan or from France or the US.
So we have like 13 seconds remaining, and the driver who's in fourth place, we jumped into fourth place. Yeah, it's Mr. Takayama-san who just jumped into fourth place at the moment, and was at 2 minutes 6 seconds 754,000 of a second. Takayama-san representing
Takayama-san is in third place now.
He's in fourth place.
Fourth place.
With the car with the play seat number 10. So he's representing the mother company in Japan.
Well, this time it seems the dealers have the upper hand on the supplier.
So far we have a big lead for Nadim, and Mamdouh is in second place. In third place we have so it's supposed to be so it's like 1 second better than his previous lap. And
Nadim is moving ahead with his times. He's dropping the time significantly on his second flying
and we
lap,
have the checkered
and
flag
definitely
at the moment.
takes pole position on this one.
One,
locks
two.
the front row.
Yeah, they're taking it very seriously, and they have the average of at their home, so they have.
They have the home advantage.
Yeah, they have the home advantage. And
well, it's not really an advantage for Mamdouh because he's racing against his managing director, so he needs to take the second step back.
Yeah, we will see during the race. So it's gonna be 20 laps. We will see how many laps it will be.
It's going to be an interesting race, as you can see. Perhaps
because during the race, and you will explain it, Mirza. Because during the race, we will have different aspects. It's not just one single flying lap. We have too many stuff. We have to like fuel and tires. What about them?
It's not just the fuel and tires. It's now that you've got people who are in the front who have posted really fast lap times.
Okay.
But when you look from third to 10th, you've got the differences between the drivers are too little, so you cannot really predict how that will go.
So, we will go with a small commercial break, and we'll come back together just in a matter of few seconds. gentlemen, we're back with the Toyota Gazoo Esports Cup, and now we're having the race, the main race of the Toyota Distributors Cup in the region, and we have some people also competing with us from Japan.
Yes,
Mirza.
people from the head office of Toyota Motor Corporation in Japan are also participating in this race against their own distributors in the Middle East region, and believe me, this is going to be a pretty interesting, exciting race between these drivers who are also trying to present their own companies as distributors and competing against their suppliers from Toyota Motor Corporation.
So far, I've seen from the qualifying session, Nadim and Mamdouh.
Yep, the Jordanians are doing very well, and now they are racing. We can see it here.
Yes, and it's a 7-lap race, and yeah, let's see. So Nadim is still in the lead, has managed to open a big gap, almost like 3 seconds over
Mamdouh, who is in second place now. And third place is Toyota Motor Corporation, the TGR representatives. Come on, guys! You're representing TGR. Give it a little bit more time.
I don't think they will be happy to see them being beaten by Nadim and Mamdouh. So
yeah.
I can imagine the first meet between them.
It's going to be a little bit intense.
Yeah.
So now we have, we can see here the race in first place, and just behind him we just saw it. Mamdouh, who's in second place, ahead of the Toyota Gazoo Racing's representative, who seems to have lost significant amount of time, as I see Basil Spitani from Kuwait taking third place, and Mr. Takayama now in fourth place also.
Yeah, he's pushing, and yeah, he's managed.
Mr. Takayama has just moved to third place.
Yeah,
well, this is becoming a very big fight between the Japanese representatives.
Exactly, it's been back and forth. They swapped the places, the third place, but yeah. So we have at the moment.
I can see in fifth place now, Munib Koja from Saudi Arabia has just moved to fifth place, ahead of Tariq Bilal from Iraq, who's now in sixth. So as we can see, there's a bit of a fight happening between the Saudi dealers and the Iraqi dealers for fifth and sixth, while the fight for third and fourth is now locked between the Japanese representing the Toyota Gazoo Racing. First and second, I think, well, first, I think there's no competition there. Nadim Haddad has moved into first place and just created a 4-second gap between himself and Mamdouh.
Yeah, he's fully focused. If we look at him at the screen, he's fully focused and he's taking it very seriously. He wants it so bad. That's how it seems. And no doubt that Nadim has gave this sim racing a lot of his time and a lot of effort, and he's taking it very seriously, not just in promoting and spreading the awareness of sim racing in the Middle East region and North Africa, but from himself.
Oh, so absolutely. Nadim himself loves this kind of competition. He's been doing esports for a long time. He comes from a family that's well embedded into the motorsport culture in Jordan. His father was one of the pioneers, let's say, of motorsport. He's done rallies. He's done all types of speed tests. Nadim himself is doing that, and now Nadim's son George is also going into sim racing big time. So it's like it's a thing coming on from the family themselves.
So
and now we can see here another
TGR3. It's from Japan. He's dropping places.
Yes,
at the moment.
Yes, he just had a major spin there, dropping back a few places down the order. Such drama happening at the front, as we can see Nadim and Mamdouh locking up first and second place.
Yeah, we're now in lap 4/7, and Nadim has managed like a lonely race for Nadim in the lead, and behind him just
4 seconds between Nadim and Mamdouh now. So I think Nadim is kind of relaxed in his first place, but we can see there now Tariq Bilal from Iraq is moving ahead and trying to gain a place, as he's in sixth, only 0.2 of a second between himself and the Toyota Gazoo Racing representatives from Japan. This is a big one. This is a big one, and I think he has a very good chance of making the move. Let's see if he can make it stick here at turn 2. I think that's a little bit too ambitious. Maybe around turn 3 and 4. Ooh, I can
Yes,
see
in
a
drift.
big slide there. That might
Yeah.
be his chance.
I think that he had the slide because the cat opened a little bit between him and the driver
Yeah,
from
that's
Japan. He
now
was
up
chasing.
to 1.7 seconds.
Exactly, and we have Takayama-san just driving a lonely race, 19 seconds behind Mamdouh, securing his podium position. So I think he'd be happy to secure. But a really nice result from them, you know.
Yeah, let's see. There's another tight competition here. Trying to catch up to Munib Koja from Saudi. He's trying to catch up to him. The difference is less than a minute. This is less than a second now between them. This should be a pretty tight competition to try and get the 4th place. But from what I can see now, I think the podium positions are kind of locked, is it? I can see Takayama-san now kind of...
Oh, we have a spin. We have a driver who's having a spin. He's in 5th place, I think. The driver in 5th place, I think he's having a spin at the moment. And
I can see the biggest fight happening for 5th and 6th place now. This is a pretty tight competition going back and forth.
there's swap of positions in the
Ooh,
5th
again.
and 6th place.
Oh, that's a nasty spin. That's a nasty spin
Yes,
for
yeah.
Munib Koja from Saudi.
He carried
He's-
too much speed in the corner, and you drove it yesterday.
That's a creative way of spinning your car again. But here we're riding along with the leader, Nadim Haddad. Pretty much, oh, that was a nasty slide. Nadim is just doing his own drifting session now across the Fuji Raceway.
Yeah, we're in lap almost at the end of the. We have
This
3
is
laps.
Firas Mufti representing Qatar now in 11th place. Yes, this is Firas Mufti from Qatar. Just about to get into that, and behind him I can see Basel Spitani from Kuwait trying to catch up to him. Now. And here we can see at the bottom of the screen our race leaders. On the left, Nadim Haddad. In the middle is Mamdouh Yunus. The difference between them is about 7 seconds between 1st and 2nd. 20 seconds down on that. We've got Mr. Takayama in 3rd place. I guess the podium places, they've locked it. Now let's see who can get perhaps the fastest lap. Nothing more than that. A pretty different approach, let's say, to this race. You can see that Mamdouh and Nadim, who've been doing this digital racing for quite some time, their experience, the training they've had is just showing now on the track by their speed, by the difference they're creating between themselves and the 3rd place driver, Mr. Takayama, who I don't think with his responsibilities running the Middle East operations of Toyota has a lot of time to practice on
Yeah,
sim
I
racing.
think so. And you know, like we have a tight competition at the moment. Someone who's chasing, yeah, it's on for the 8th and the 9th place, and we have the driver.
This is Tariq Bilal from
yeah,
Iraq racing
jumping.
against the TGR representatives all the way from Japan.
Exactly.
It's just a 0.6, 0.4 of a second. It's a tight competition between both of them for 8th place.